And quiet.
Alright, the Witcher 3 Blood and Wine DLC continues.
Stock send the whip await those running
Where
riot.
was I anyway?
Our duchy values peace.
Yeah, I guess I have to pick a quest now to do. Should probably continue the main one, but maybe I should visit Kobo Bianco first. Because there's actually something over there that I want to do. What's the deal with these hooded women? I don't really trust them because if you run into a hooded woman in the wild over there, it turns out that she's a vampire, so... So where is... oh wait, alright, over here. Carbo Bianco. Is Rhodes in the stable? Yep. How about things over here? Disney is just fucking sleeping over here though. Doesn't look all that comfortable to be honest. Alright, but I was supposed to visit my chest over here. I can actually play something here. Gold Stick of Joy and Fist Fighting Championship Trophy. Let's put that there. And that there. What can I put over here? Nothing apparently. Hang painting. Alright, let's keep that one. Please tell me that I still have the thing that you get. Is this the one that you get in Hearts of Stone? Only one way to find out. Yeah, it is. Wait, am I supposed to take off my... You're probably meant to wear pants while doing it as well, so... And maybe even boots as well. Can you like rotate Geralt over here? I guess not. Alright, what else do I need from you? Alright, so I do have some Witcher school gear over here. Which is good, because apparently you need to actually craft them if you want to make the master crafted gear. Alright, I think I have everything that I want. Put on a clothes that Anna Henrietta will consider appropriate for the soiree. Alright, so I guess this is appropriate. Nice. Glad I saved the thing. But let's talk to my major domo over here.
Renovations coming along all right, Barnabas Basil?
Superbly, sir. General refurbishment has been completed. And I took the liberty of adding 2 racks, each upon which you might hang weapons and armor, if you've some pieces you'd like to display. Likewise, I have prepared a few spots in which new paintings might be hung. In other news, the laborers dusting out the cellar have made a most unusual discovery. I believe it's something you'll wish to see.
Huh.
If you say I should see it, I'll go see it right now, BB.
DB, kind of a stupid nickname to be honest, but alright. Let's go search the cellar. I bet it's like some sort of surprise celebration or something. Wait, there's that statue over there.
Strange. Something behind this wall, I think.
Alright, time to destroy it then.
A laboratory. Must have been an alchemist at one time.
Huh, alright. Guess this will come in handy. What did I just do there? Alright, so pressing E on this thing replenishes my stock thing. Okay. So I do have a lot of mutagens, don't I? Wraith mutagens, especially. Right, so like, can I craft them into the greater mutagen things now, or I guess not. Okay. Well, that was pretty interesting, to be honest. Wait, how big is my basement anyway? This is where I fought against the Bruxa or whatever. Alright, seems pretty comfy. Nice roll. What's over here on this side? White wolf. Alright, that's the one that I named. You know what? I'm gonna drink one. Why not? Alright, there we go. So what else can I upgrade over here? Am I already at the end? I think I have done almost everything.
BB, know anything about the laboratory in the cellar? One of the
A laboratory? Alchemy? I know nothing of it. But I understand that to a witcher this must be a
I just realized that he has the same glasses that I
It is. It was walled up. Equipment's pretty ancient
Just
too,
don't have any
so it must have belonged to someone who
right.
lived at Corvo Bianco before you started working here. Whoever it was sure knew their stuff, though. Got dragon glass vials and flasks.
Forgive me, sir.
Just saying, it's top-notch equipment. True masterpieces of craftsmanship for use in alchemy.
Then I am all the more delighted you discovered.
Starting to really like this place. Maybe...
As you wish, sir.
Have I already done all of these?
Know what?
I shall be glad.
Wait, I didn't mean to click that one.
Starting to...
As you wish.
Starting to get...
With the
Oh, alright.
Feels like by investing a bit of coin.
I agree thoroughly.
Alright, there's definitely a lot to do here. What do I need? A better bed?
Thinking about buying a
Excellent idea. In your profession, rest is supremely...
Great. Order me a fine bed, please. Think I deserve one at my age.
True indeed, true indeed. I shall send a runner at once. The bet will be in place by this time tomorrow. Is there anything...
Was wondering about the guest room. Not that I'm expecting company.
Oh, but that is immaterial. All self-respecting homes...
Yeah. Sooner we start on that, the better.
I can...
So let's just do all of these now.
Anything else you require, sir?
Yeah, why not? Why not do it?
Along the path, I've often picked up well-crafted, beautifully ornamented armor. Some of those pieces
armor
would look great on
stands.
display
All
here.
right, that's
I agree.
nice.
It would lend the place a certain witcher's air.
Yes.
This is
just
really
please make
nice
sure
how
they're solidly made and
But
nicely
the
finished.
Blood and Wine
It goes
expansion
without saying, sir.
is like
There is
the
nothing worse
conclusion
than
of the
splendid
Witcher
armor upon a
franchise.
subpar stand.
Like that you get to hang all of your
By this time tomorrow,
acquired
they
weapons
shall
and
be
armor
ready
on
to
a
display
rack.
your
That's
finest
nice.
finds. Is there anything...
Could use another weapon rack. Got some interesting...
I know of a carpentry shop in town which crafts the
Fine.
Of course, at one. Is there anything...
Nope.
That's all for...
Alright. And now to actually do the main quest. Nilfgaardian Embassy. I guess Toussaint is a vassal of Nilfgaard. Alright, hopefully she likes my
Artists
suit.
have truly outdone themselves this
I
time.
guess I'm supposed to go over there then.
Late. Now, why does that not surprise me?
Well, well. A witcher in a robe. I last saw attire like this years ago in Redania.
So actually mid
Inappropriate for
all
this
year.
evening? Not a good fit?
It's a wonderful fit, but you're sure to stand out. No one wears such things around here. Not all bad. Nothing like a budding artist, of course, but... just one other detail. Here, put it on.
Oh, I
mask.
just tried to put
All
on
who
one of
attend the
my
Mandragora
masks.
soiree wear them. If you have one on, no one asks who you are.
Let's go. Soiree's started.
Mm-hmm. Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain.
Where did I hide them though?
How do we find the Cintrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. Soon as we find her, we find him. Especially since he might be expecting us.
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew who I was. Had it in for me.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Why doesn't she have a bodyguard or something?
Madame,
Well, I mean, I guess
Monsieur,
Geralt
an
is kind of
extraordinary
her bodyguard,
pleasure
but
to
still.
welcome you to the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
Tell us about these performances.
This evening, the Mandragora has the honor to present 3 superb displays of art. The first was a concert by Cecilia Belont, a singer whose voice, were it stone, would surely be a diamond. Sadly, Mademoiselle Cecilia has sung.
A shame. We would have loved to hear her.
Luckily, you are in time to see the great Calesti, a master of visual illusions, come to us from far off Afir.
Visual illusions. Interesting. And the third artist?
The third and fourth, for they are a duo, are the Tuven brothers, presenting their newest pantomime.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Belont.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity
This
to
guy
converse
looks and
with her.
sounds so Swedish.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaveri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Koviri Orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Cintrian.
Alright, alright.
Life is beautiful.
So I have to look for a flower. Take part in the Soiris entertainments.
To free a
Go on, Geralt, be bold. Show us the artist in you. The paintballs, cast them at the canvas.
Good folk, yet another soul longing to express its creative side.
Well, you and modern art?
Let me take them all.
Shh, silence. The artist must focus.
Yeah, but let me take the balls first. Alright, whatever.
Yellow. Why ever yellow?
It's obvious. It represents transgression in its purest form.
I don't know what I'm doing right now.
I got it! It's the Soretor!
It's not a landscape, you pleb. It's a manifestation of the man's soul.
Blue blood is all I see. Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different array.
So I can't take them all at once, alright? Can you... Geralt, can you throw the thing? What are these ones over here then?
Please do not disturb.
Yes, do not disturb the artist while he's working.
Gods, scarlet, crimson boxblood. Ice lips, full sensual ardent lips. That green, lush and verdant as a field of vines.
I wonder what happens if I throw somebody with this.
The composition takes shape.
Yes, it's sure to be a masterpiece.
A stone subtle soul requires quite
Oh, it was purple, alright.
quite the noble color. Splendid! The sky over Toussaint. Voila! Fin! Now, allow me a moment to ponder. My appraisal? The painting depicts spiritual dualism. The continual battle between good and evil. And defiance.
Yes.
Oh yes, that's him all right. Good versus evil. The dualistic nature of man.
And defiance.
Let's go.
Your boards, as you've made no
Absinthe, the preferred hooch of artists.
Careful, it packs a pretty powerful punch.
I've built up a pretty powerful resistance.
Alright, guess we're drunk now. What's this over here? What did I do?
Exceptional true.
Alright, well that was lame.
Would I ever love to
Can I talk to her over here?
Need I remind you that neither did you?
Like, I mean, what was her name? Oriana? Ooh, I gotta steal something from here though.
Besides, have you not heard the news?
Have I? Cecilia never.
Look at the mage. I believe he's casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see.
Elechesheba, Saraba, Durandum,
Looks pretty cool.
Kalabatista, Sabeshkehi, Beshkehi, Ha.
Ah, how beautiful.
What else do you have in your repertoire?
That is no ordinary illusion. The man is a true artist.
Impressive.
Is it really though?
The great one.
Come, let's look in the alcoves.
What's an alcove though?
Exception. What a good effort after him. It's a shame he didn't come here.
Pretentious. I was prepared for all sorts of
The
criticism.
besotted
but
Witcher.
pretentious.
So this guy wrote that
Blah,
play?
blah, blah. Avant-garde, schmeffant-garde. It's all about two things. Coin and copulation.
Hanging there, buddy.
Pretend.
Well, I guess she wasn't there then.
Look, lanterns.
Do you know
They say
my
releasing them brings good luck.
It's Geralt.
Greetings.
Fine. Let's give it a try.
Never suspected you believed in such things.
Come on, this could be a great screenshot. Slide another one. Hey, fuck off! What an asshole, that one. Hello. Is she over here then?
Paints like the great one. The great
Do I want to go there yet?
He's a dance.
Apparently not.
Do not disturb. Shoo, shoo.
It's the right flower.
Of course it is. A Koviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
Wow. Impressive portrait.
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Velez.
The gracious lady has heard of me.
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my terms.
What was the matter?
I bet she was supposed to be
When
naked.
he learnt I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her illustrious highness with such a proposition. I've always longed to paint her. Such a shame.
I think you may still get your chance.
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Centrian noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Cintrian Noble. Ah!
Everybody
you
in this
must
game
think
has
I'm
the same
Cecilia.
side of tits for some reason.
Orchid
There was a
confused
bit
me.
more
I
variety
taught you not
in
to
which
move!
do, just saying.
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it, but I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift. a heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I can't...
Alright. But first I'm gonna go over here.
It's an outrage.
Let me just take these.
Hi, Pet. We are busy.
Hopefully I didn't miss any quests over here.
But are you sure
Do
it's
you
an
fear taking a bath? Swears it.
Definitely not gonna miss any of this loot though. Can I go over here? Didn't I already loot this table? I guess they refilled it.
Bit of Fistech. Artist's way of numbing their existential pain.
I do not even wish to comment.
Why is it in a bowl though? Like, shouldn't it be on a flat surface? Well, what do I know about the Fistech?
Empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it. Someone left their loot behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched. Someone beat him with it once.
I wonder if she still hates dandelion
It is
after what he did in the
to
books.
the work's ultimate meaning.
Conception of Edward. I bet these are reference to something. First steps of Matilda. Birth of Ludovic. Alright, cool. So, follow the sun. What's this over here?
Put your own house in order first.
Like the great wall.
The Great Wall. But he's a dancer.
But what if he doesn't come?
He'll definitely.
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come, we must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh! Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
I hope we can count on your discretion.
Of course. I shall be silent as the grave.
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were...
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room.
Yes, Your Grace.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Alright. Anything to loot over here?
Quickly, upstairs.
Alright, alright. Hold on, this might be dangerous. Let me go first. This is the wrong one, isn't it? I just clicked something on random there.
That must be Cecilia.
Oh, there are vampires in here. Great.
No pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana.
Or maybe it
at
wasn't
once.
a vampire.
She should bring her
sure
squad to a
Geralt
close.
can notice that
Shouldn't split
there are
up.
tooth marks and
Get
not
up, I will be
slice
fine.
marks.
Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
There's also a balcony right there, so maybe he jumped out?
Tore down the door. Made a platform. Clever. Must be pretty strong, too. Bloody handprint. It's his.
It's a fucking vampire, isn't it?
Killed her, then went out on the balcony. the flower pot when moving the door, then stepped in the soil.
Can I go over here? Nope.
Footprints, made by soiled boots. Must have climbed this ladder.
What ladder? Oh, this one?
Could still be here. Need to stay alert.
Alright, maybe you shouldn't talk out loud, huh?
Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it, hard, then sank to the floor.
I mean, vampires can't see themselves in a mirror, right? So maybe that has something to do with it.
Bloodstains. Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it.
I doubt that all people like it, but I really love how in The
Jewelry
Witcher
box.
you are like
Box
a detective
busted.
as well.
Picked open, probably. Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this, must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace? Seems there was a struggle. Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for.
Can I take it then? Guess not.
Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room. Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like. Hunting knife, richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Locked. No key in sight. Sconce is bent, smeared with blood. Someone tried to grab it. Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out? Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way.
Yeah, but where's the body of Dad?
They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile,
Why is there no
we should
music?
sit. I will tell you everything in full detail. I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He
Fell out of the window.
just so.
She's lying about something.
None too wise picking a fight with an armed robber.
Why? Because I'm a woman, in a frock
Yeah.
rather than plate. I can take care of myself, I assure you. A hairpin might look like mere ornament, but plunged into an eye, it can be as effective as a blade.
Or maybe she's a vampire.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes, he stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it many years ago from a young woman.
I guess Geralt is just gonna keep it then.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
Looks like a mirror.
The Heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek.
And the employer is the
but his
same
employer.
one that employed Deathlap.
Is this the
and
only
murdered the
evidence we
people.
found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the Lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is...
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
I don't trust her at all.
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
Wait, hold on. If she's a vampire, shouldn't Geralt's medallion be vibrating?
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Sonreal and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether.
Alright, she isn't telling me everything, isn't she?
My sister, Siana,
Yeah.
might be among the schemers. She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
Sayana is the girlfriend of Deathlap, isn't she?
What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was... cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Siana.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children. and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Sienna knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since.
She wants a throne.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Sienna received it from father as a gift, at a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl. Someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right.
Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Dun Tyne, and if Sienna is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape, or form. You must make sure of that.
I'll see to it, can't promise anything. If I go with the second option, she's just gonna make me promise.
Can't guarantee her safety, unfortunately. Especially if she's one of those responsible for these crimes.
Witcher, that was not a request.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And
What?
this is...
Alright, I think they actually met in
My
the
very
final
dear
pool.
friend, Detlaf van der Eretain.
What?
An arrival from Nazaire.
We are lending our combined resources to the Witcher's hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally.
They are all vampires.
Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
Well, true, that surprised you. I kind of want to hear the response to that.
Seems surprised. Why?
I never would have suspected Regis to find common ground with a Witcher.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only 2 options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see, sword in hand. Talking gets the job done, for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. What might a monster wish to apologize to a Witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
I don't like this at all.
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher trade for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I do not like the
I
atmosphere.
believe we're running short
at all.
on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring
In a
another
good
bottle.
way.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith.
But what if Detlef tries to kill
An
Henrietta
exceptional
now?
conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a witcher,
And the Duchess of Toussaint? My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detlef here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you are gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detlef believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore.
That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renner.
I hope that you actually get to fight Detlef one more time. I know that there's a boss fight at some point against him. I hope that it is not optional. So I have to be careful with my choices here, I guess.
Oriana, she really your friend? Can she be trusted?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not
because she's
seen
a
one
vampire
another
as
in...
well.
I can't begin to tell you in how long.
But I shall tell you all about her some other day.
Guessing it's no accident you two stopped by.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed. No, a dutiful little bird.
Mm-hmm.
What was the bird?
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renner must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there too. Thing is...
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say
No,
we
because they're the
can't
same
breathe a
one.
word of this to Detlef, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got away with...
No, you don't.
Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detlef here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Detlef. Good luck, my friend.
Splendidly, Detlef. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not near...
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish this second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out?
I feel like I'm being played right now. I don't trust anybody anymore.
You have exceptional friends. This Detlef, an intriguing man to say the least.
He's not my friend.
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive, sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count de la Croix's mill. It stands along the Saône-Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
Well, that was a fun quest, like, wow, the DLC just elevated to a higher level. Like, even a higher level. Damn, that was fun. Oh, it's already morning over here.
This is Beauclair, not some flea-ridden province.
Alright, well, I will continue in the next one.